What's up, guys? Just want to share something today that I thought was interesting. At work, I was listening to a podcast, and it's this podcast right here, The Daily Hustle Show. And the episode that I was listening to today was one that came out today, May 9th, 2023. And the episode was called Lay Low, Spend High. Lay as in Hawaiian necklaces. So here's a little snippet of just description of the podcast. So it was about how Hawaii is struggling to strike a delicate balance in the bid to solve over-tourism. So this isn't necessarily personal finance or stock market information, but kind of maybe state finance and politics, if you will. So I thought it was interesting how over the past many years, I don't know a specific number, but it seems like my whole life, there's been a pretty good amount of marketing going into pushing people to go to Hawaii, as Hawaii gets a lot of economic benefits from tourism, as in it brings in a lot of money into the state. So a couple facts that were surfaced in this podcast episode were that it was either 2019 or 2022, I don't remember exactly when the date was that this information came from, but the residents in Hawaii number about 1.5 million, and the number of tourists that came to the island during that year where this information was dated was 10.4 million. So not quite a 10x as far as tourists to residents, but pretty close to it. So that's kind of insane. Also, the tourism industry in Hawaii brought in $2 billion of sales in that year. So obviously that is huge for the economy of the state. But a couple of the things that really brought on the issue of over-tourism is that, one, with more tourists becomes more pileup of cash. Also, more people and more drive for having people go there drives up real estate prices, so home affordability. Then also impacts traffic and just overall residential satisfaction for those who live in the area. So the state was trying to combat this they were saying that they needed to increase residential satisfaction, to increase visitor and tourist satisfaction, but also not push as hard for having more tourists come, and thereby having a lower number of tourists, however, a higher number of sales coming in. So they want to be able to benefit both the residents of the island and help them to remain satisfied with their living conditions, while at the same time benefiting the local economy with tourism and increasing sales for the tourists that come to Hawaii. So I thought that was pretty interesting. Also, since I'm talking about this, might as well go check out the Daily Hustle Show if you guys are interested in business and tech news. I really love this podcast show. For one, they have quick episodes, so generally between, I'd say, 10 to 12 minutes each, and they will have them every business day. This is kind of in line with just general calendars. They don't have them on, or there's like a national holiday or something like that, which is pretty expected. But they have them all other business days, Monday through Friday. So highly recommend checking them out. And I just thought this information was interesting, as I hadn't really heard of people pushing hard for tourism and then just kind of easing off the gas pedal and just discussing the downfalls of tourism. Higher traffic, lower satisfaction for residents, and a pileup of trash and things of that sort. So just want to share that. Hopefully you guys got something out of that. Let me know if you guys want any certain topics covered, and I would love to be of best service to you guys as I possibly can. So, see you guys.